Alright, looks like it's working good. Okay. So, I actually need to get just some masking paper, just real quick, just to mask this off. I I think I could get away with not masking it, but I think I'm better safe than sorry than not mask instead of not masking it and then, yeah. What's up, you fear the scat man? How's it going, man? Alright, I feel like I have to explain this too. So if you're watching over on Facebook or on YouTube and you see me reply to some messages that you can't see, that's because I'm live on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. So you pick your poison where you like to be. Some people like Facebook, some people like YouTube. Shoot, I might even go live on Instagram at the same time. What's up, Chris Garcia? How's it going? Yo, Steve, how's it going, man? I am pumped for this rendezvous, Steve. I hope you're ready. I'm gonna bug the hell out of you, probably. I hope that's alright. Apparently, I'm annoying and people have not even met me yet. So. What's up, Jimmy Crackhorn? How's it going? What's up, Tim Miner? How's it going? Hey. Alright, so I just want to get this covered up just because I'd rather not risk getting overspray on this rest of this panel. Oh yeah, it's going to be awesome. My wife is excited too, so my wife's going with me, Steve, but she's not taking any of the classes or anything. She might be there one day just to get footage while everything's kind of going on. But honestly, she's going on vacation. Her and my mother-in-law are coming along with me, and they're making a vacation out of it. So I get to go to class, and they get to have a vacation. So it should be pretty fun, though. I'm excited. Alrighty, so just gonna start off with some white today. What's up, Blue Bayou? How's it going? That's the way to do it. Yeah, exactly. You gotta make the most of it. It's like we're gonna be there, so might as well make the most of it. We have plans to be at Legoland on the 10th, and from what I understand, the Luminor class doesn't start till the 11th. But yeah, we'll be in town all the way from the 9th, so should be fun. I'll have a couple days to like go around, do stuff. What's up, Joshua? How's it going? How's it going? I'm just chilling. What's up? Just doing this panel. So I don't even feel like it's fair to give a stencil away because this is one of those, like, it's kind of obvious. I'm surprised nobody has said who it is already. Well, I guess if you're not part of the the custom world, you probably won't know who he is. But he's big in the custom world. What's up, Ronnie Leg? How's it going? Hi, right back at you. So I just want to start off by laying in some white because we have all these graphics in the background, right, with all this flake and stuff. And I actually laid some clear over the graphics, over the candy graphics, and then I went back and flattened it back down again with some wet sandpaper and stuff. But in order to make sure none of this sparkle goes through, I want to lay a nice little opaque white base, so it looks real nice here. So Legoland should have a torture room. You take your shoes off and have to walk across. Oh no! No! That That's not even torture, man. That's like, that's in the deepest, darkest pits of hell. That room exists. You're not allowed to bring shoes. Those things hurt so bad. They do hurt. It's Bugs Bunny. Yeah, obviously it's Bugs Bunny. But Israel, what we've been doing is making panels for a lot of the artists that I'm gonna hopefully get to meet. Probably won't spend much time with any of them, but hopefully I get to meet them, you know, just shake their hand, and they've been a great inspiration for me over all this time, you know, so it's cool to have a chance to meet all of them, and I'm making panels for a lot of them, or most of them, most of the instructors and people that I know are going to be there, so just as a cool thing to do, being nice, and also getting myself kind of warmed up and jazzed up. Because like I said, I cut off commissions this month, and I'm not doing I don't want to do no more. I want to try to stick to just doing the airbrushing, the art, and just do really nice art. And I kind of want to sit down and buckle down and just specialize, like maybe just on motorcycles and helmets or something like that. Like, I'm really just tired of spraying everything and having to spend like 4 or 5 days on prep. You know, sanding like cars or something, and yeah, I really just want to sit down, buckle down, and kind of focus on my art. So this is kind of the warm up to that, leading up to the Airbrush rendezvous where I'll get to meet everybody, and then when I get back, I'll have a chance to like restructure the business and stuff. And you know, it's all because the stencils and stuff have been doing really good, so it kind of gives me that a little bit of a cushion, so I don't have to rely so much on bringing in work. So I'm not just like, I'm not so eager to just take every single job, you know, just like, oh, will you paint my wheels, you know, you're just like, yeah, well, I need the money, so sure, I'll do it, you know. I'll be more like, yeah, like if you'll pay me, like, you know, I won't be as needy, I guess is the word. Man, boy needed for a long time for sure. So it'll be nice to just buckle down and really focus on my art and really just pump out some really nice stuff is kind of what I want to do. Oh yeah, and then as mentioned, the stencils. So right now, if you go on mikesbrush.com and you get any of the stencils, you can type in code YouTube, just YouTube, all one word, lowercase YouTube, and that'll get you 15% off your order. And right, that's going all the way till June 7th or something like that. And we're able to switch all the stencil processing up to 6 mil now. So the stencils are thicker than ever. They're really nice, and if you take care of them, they should last you a really long time. So 15% off, use code YouTube. They're not thick, 6 mil stencils. They're still clear. They come with paper backing attached that you can remove easily. It just peels off, like it's not really attached in any meaningful way. Or you could soak it in water if you have any issues. Just soak it in water and you can just take off any little extra bits. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, all the support and all the stencils and stuff. It's been amazing. So yeah, it's allowing me to push my art farther, which is something that I've always been wanting to do, which is, yeah, just amazing. And I gotta thank all you guys. Always I feel like a broken record because I'm always coming on here just thank you. But I do, like, it really is like you guys are literally changing my life. And the whole idea was just to, like, you know, just some stencils, because some designs didn't exist, some designs, you know, I'm the only one that has them. And I know it can get expensive when you're ordering them, so a discount for all you guys that have helped me out. Yeah. And free shipping too. Anywhere in the U.S., free shipping. And we do international shipping. It's $1. $1. It's like $1 per stencil usually for international shipping. So yeah, I think I've managed to get the shipping calculator down. So cool. So now I'm just gonna take a little bit of a light gray. So you can see here, obviously the Bugs Bunny. He's holding a spray gun, like an automotive spray gun on this side, and then he's holding a pinstripe brush over on this side, right? Because Bugs. Nobody has said who it is, folks. So Bugs, one of the automotive pinstripers, he does painting and stuff too, but I think he's really known for his pinstriping. He's going to be teaching the pinstriping class along with Danny D, I believe. I'm not sure. I believe I might have that fucked up. I don't know, but they're both gonna be there. But this one's for Efrain Bugs Gonzales. So he's known as Bugs. I don't know why he's known as Bugs, but since he's known as Bugs, I made a Bugs Bunny here. Put the spray guns on him. He's wearing a t-shirt, and he's going to be wearing blue jean shorts because I went on Bugs' profile, I was looking at his pics, and he always has blue jean shirts, and he always wearing a t-shirt, and he always seems to have a hat on. So we put a cap on him, and maybe we'll put like the logo, you know, or something on the cap and on the shirt. Something like that. And obviously it's just a cartoon character, but we're going to try to like kind of really shade it in and really make it look nice, kind of like the Mickey Mouse over there. So something that'll take a little bit of time, but all I'm gonna do is mark in this mark in these lines using a little bit of tan, and that way we could easily go over them. So yeah, the reason I know of Bugs, and he's been on my friends list for like a long time. I've been following him for a while. And I didn't even know he was like teaching the classes because he doesn't post too much about that and stuff. So I had no idea until I was going through the Coast Airbrush website and I seen his name on there. I was like, really? So anyway, around here, or in Denver I should say, there's a few cars, or Springs, there's Denver and Springs, there's a few cars that he's like done, and they're really nice cars. And when I started talking with the owners and asking questions and stuff, his name kept popping up, and I'd be like, oh, who did graphics? Bugs did that. Who did the pinstriping? Oh, Bugs did that. So the name of the painting is Bugs. Bugs did that. And yeah, that's pretty much self-explanatory right there. You could have the customer get their car sanded and ready, and you just do the art. Yeah. So I'll probably still work alongside shops, like if a shop wants to do something like that. But yeah, dealing directly with the customer, getting their car prepped and stuff. Nah, I'm good on that as well. That always leads to issues because the whole thing, like, right? So this whole thing, right, is because I want to move on and push the quality of the artwork all the way up to the finish, right? Like, so I want the finish to be super smooth, super shiny. I want, you know, the whole process to be the best it can be. The airbrushing, the primer, the base, everything. And that's kind of why I'm dialing down the vehicles and just maybe gonna do focus on motorcycles and helmets and stuff like that. I don't really have the space to do vehicles. So if there's a shop that wants to do vehicles and just have me come in and do the art, I'm more than happy to. But the reason, you know, is I want to be able to, you know, push the quality. And I just feel like maybe in the past I've taken a lot of jobs where maybe it wasn't the best job, but it was a paying job, you know. So I pushed it out there, did it out you know. But what happens is I think people start knowing you for those kind of jobs, you know. Instead of knowing you for what you can do, you're known for that crappy job that you had to take, you know, because you needed money. And so that's kind of why I'm trying to stop all that and kind of move forward. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think that's the best way I could explain it. So, yeah. Because, like, yeah, I've always kind of relied on my art to make cash, you know, so it's that whole thing. It's that whole thing, man. Alright, so now I think I want to do the gray on the Bugs Bunny first, and then we could kind of cover that up and move on from there. So all I'm going to do is just mix up some gray. Just going to use some white, add in a little bit of black, just a tad bit of black, and then, you know, we'll get that all filled in. And actually, I'll just use this white that I was using because I don't think we'll need white on this. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It's like I don't feel like I should cut any corners to please customers or anybody else at this point. I'm also getting old, man. I'm tired of doing that stuff, you know. I want to do some nice stuff, man. You know, I really want to do some nice stuff by the time I'm 40, you know, like, and push it from there. And by the time I'm 50, like, my stuff should be like, you know, what people look up for and look to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 34. I got 6 years to push 40. And by the time I hit 50, like, yeah. What's up, break a leg? Late once again? You're not that late. We just barely got started. All I did was lay a base, and then I used my little transfer stencil here and a little bit of tan to transfer the image over. And we're working on that red panel. Yeah, better late than never, bro. So all I'm doing is mixing up the white here in the background. Let me turn this air pressure down a little bit too. So yeah, so even on like a cartoon character like this, you know, I've like how's the way to put this? When you're doing a t-shirt, you know, it's a lot faster, a lot easier. You're just kind of you're just breezing, you know. But when you really want to make something nice, it takes a little more time, and that's kind of where I'm at. Is like even on projects like this where it's just a cartoon character, I feel like it should be the best cartoon character I can make, so that people, when they see it and maybe they want to order one and then they hear my price, they're not going to be so outraged. They'll be like, no, yeah, it's worth it because look at you know, look at that one there, that kind of deal. Does that make sense? You got the gears and the fancy borders. Right on. Yeah, enjoy those. Hopefully they help you out. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's what I'm gonna be pushing. And so yeah, in order to kick all that off, I'm doing all these panels, you know, as a little bit of a warm-up, you know, as a little hand stretch, if you will, get myself jazzed up for the Airbrush rendezvous. Let everybody know there what I could do, and also, you know, let myself know what I could do. Where is it? Where am I? You know. So yeah, just a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying, just went a long way. Helped me, a little self-reflection and a little time to really just think about what I was doing. What's up, Jose? Alright, so I got those legs masked off. I'm just gonna fill it in with the gray. Can you guys see that? Get you guys in there. Interesting way to have him say your name. Yeah. Instead of saying hi, instead of being like, yo, what's up? I'm just going to say my own name in the chat. At least he didn't come in here and be like, yo, I do airbrushing. Come follow me in my channel. My name is Los. I'm from LA. I don't really care when you promote yourself, but do it in an appropriate place. Like, there's a group, bro. I have a group. You could go and put yourself in the group. If I see that you're live all the time, I'll probably be in there in your freaking live feed. I'll stop in. I'll freaking be like, what's up? I'll share your live feeds and stuff. I've been popping into everybody's live feeds. All I'm doing is giving it a little bit of shading off the shorts there. Yeah, but I don't know. He could have just said hi. Like, why did he just be like, hey, Mike? I'd have been like, yo, what's up, Jose? Then we could have started a conversation. Then I could have said his name multiple times as I replied. But get short-sighted, you know what I'm saying? They just like, I just want him to see my name. And I speak English and Spanish, so he has no excuse. He could have said it in Spanish, I would have replied. What do you use for a magnet base? What do you mean? What do you mean a base? Like a command center for my magnets? Alright, so we got that. Do the arms next. The plate you are attaching the magnets to. So, I'm airbrushing on metal right now. So, it naturally just sticks onto the metal. I don't have to do anything special. And then when when I don't have them on here, I attach them all together, and then I just attach them to the easel, which is also metal. Alright, so I'm going to move up to the arms. So I'm going to try to get all the gray colored in, right, since we have gray loaded in. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of light, black there to kind of shade that in there. So, some of this section. You know what? So, yeah. So I don't know if I've mentioned it or I think I've only mentioned this in one of the streams. So the place where I live is Pueblo, Colorado, right? That's not hard to know. Everybody knows that. What everybody doesn't know is that this place is it calls itself the Steel City, right? So as part of kind of this whole shtick here is to show up with some good old Colorado steel, and you know, from the Steel City. So this is all 22 gauge steel, and yeah. I hope all the artists get a kick out of it for sure. Just slowly filling in these parts. Masking it off and doing it like this takes the longest time, but also provides the cleanest look, the nicest, cleanest look, and allows you to just work inside of one little zone without having to worry too much about the overspray going everywhere. And if you have everything taped and magneted down like this, you don't have to worry about it moving. You could just work inside that area, and you just read the description too. I don't even know what the description says, to be honest. I know I changed the title, but what's up, Leon County? Well, Steve, that's a heck of a thing to walk in on. Oh no, what did I miss? What did I miss? What did Steve walk in on there? What's up, Leon? Leon Kennedy. Oh wait, you're just. Oh yeah. If you guys also don't follow Leon, make sure you go follow Leon. He has a YouTube channel. He should be on the YouTube, so I could be like, go subscribe to his YouTube, make it super easy, because then people see your name right what it is. You're just finishing up some dogs. Cool. Airbrushing bugs did that metal. Oh yeah, that's the title to the video. I changed that. Alright, so now we have the legs, the arms. Let's do his chest and around his eyes here. So I honestly think the best way is to focus down the chest first, and then we will move on. I think this one. Nope, none of these. This is the one. Yep, that's the one. This reminds you of a job you did? Do tell. How did you end up painting a Bugs Bunny? I used to paint a lot of them back in early thousands. Bugs Bunny and the baby Bugs Bunny and the baby Daffy Duck and Daffy Duck and all them guys. That was like a big thing. Wanted to do a helmet for his wife. They call Bunny. He said a bunny with boobs. Oh no. The story is already. A crazy Lola bunny in leather. BDSM Lola bunny. I dig it. It's too sexy. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. That is hilarious. How's he gonna say it's too sexy? Man, that fits perfect right there. Let's just do that. I know your wife. Oh no, no. That's not a good thing to say to somebody, no matter if you introduce them or not. I know your wife. I introduced you. She's not that innocent. It's like, oh. What have you and my wife done? Oh my god, bro. That's hilarious. Said, I know your wife. Oh no. That's already a bad statement. Alrighty. So he got his neck in there. We were good friends. I bet you were. I can't even, bro. Oh my god. Oh shit, you're gonna make me sweat. Oh my god. I dig it though, I dig it. Was that the end of the story, or did I just interrupt? Cause you could continue the story now. I'm good. I get it. You and her were friends. You probably seen her do some crazy stuff. I don't know. I could assume girl be wildin' though. Oh, that was pretty much the end. Okay. Okay, yeah. What's up, Easy Airbrush? What's up, Ya Daddy 6000? How's it going? That was quite a that was quite the job you did there. Oh my god, bro, that's a good story though. I like it. I dig it. Oh yeah, but if you don't go follow, if you're not following Leon, make sure you go follow him, especially when he has funny stories like that. That's what's up, fantastic face and body art. How's it going? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just getting some painting done. How much can you make from doing shirts? Honestly, you can make as much as you want. It's all gonna depend on how fast you are. That's all I gotta say. If you really want to make money and you have interest, I suggest you go follow like Rich Hearn on on YouTube, or you talk to Kent Lind. I don't know. They seem to be like at the top, you know, at the top of their t-shirt game. So shirts can pay if you take time doing them in volume. Yeah, exactly. If you're fast and you could do a ton of shirts really fast, you can make some good cash. But you gotta be fast, otherwise you're gonna spend a lot of time. All right. Bro, thank you for sharing that story. That really that brightened me my day a little bit. That was like a good story. I dig it. Where's the other one? How can you sell the shirts? Or move to a tourist spot? Yeah. I can tell it because you don't follow me no more. No idea why. What? Who is it? What did I miss again? I can tell it because you don't follow me no more. No idea why. What's going on? Alright. So we got the eyes, the shadow for the eyes. And then while I'm here, and I have this taped up already, I'm just going to kind of look under here and check where my eyeball needs to be. Just actually look up here like this. Down just a tad bit. So look under this one as well. Let's take a peek see here. And then this one is more like that. Place probably in the middle of the farm area, huh? Oh, the story. He doesn't follow you anymore. Oh, yeah. After you told him that about his wife, poor guy probably went home like, she don't do that for me. Oh my gosh. Alright. about 80 miles from me. Went out for the beach. Started the swap meets. That's really good advice. Not all are farm areas, and some is just big city network. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't live in a big city tourist area, and I still manage to do just fine. But if you just want to focus on just t-shirts, yeah, being in a tourist area helps a lot, because then you could accumulate a lot of practice at a t-shirt shop that's near a tourist area for sure. A lot of practice right away. So if that's something you want to consider, I would. Using a 289 to 70. This is a 289. I was using the 289 for the white base, and then I've been. Oh yeah, then I'll be using it for the gray too, and then the Air Cobra for the black. The Air Cobrizi. He said he don't follow me no more. Oh man. That's rough. What's good up, Top Notch family? How's it going? All right, fantastic. You think Nashville would be a good place for shirts, but honestly, there are only a couple of shops here. We need a theme park again. Yeah, so, yeah, for sure. Theme parks are really great. If you're able to get your foot in the door at a Six Flags or anything like that, and you manage to get your shop in there, even if they take a big commission or something, you could make lots of money, because you'll never ever find that kind of traffic with people just wanting to buy stuff all the time. Other than that, it's like you gotta generate the business yourself. Like you gotta promote. Let everybody know you're there, and it takes a long time, and you have to take care of all your customers, because you let one bad thing get out of hand, and it could ruin like your whole shebang there for everybody. Because especially like a small town like this, but in a big city, it could even compound worse if you're not careful. But yeah, if word gets out that you're like, something about your job that you did was not as good as you claimed or something, yeah, it'll ruin your whole shebang there. So you just gotta do your best and hope for the best, and good luck. Promoting is a big one. Like ever since I've been airbrushing, I always tried to figure out a way to like get more people, more eyes. So I always did the markets, right? Because like where I started at the Colorado Springs Flea Market, and it gets pretty good traffic, right? But then from there, I went big boy status, and I went up to the Mile High Flea Market, which is up in Denver, and yeah, definitely there's no way I could ever find that traffic anywhere else. So it was just that thing where I just needed to keep people coming back and involved. So I tried doing like punch cards, and I had books, because it was even before MySpace, right? So I had books. I would take pictures of customers with their shirts and stuff, and then I had books where I would put all the pictures in, and the one, like the teenagers and stuff. And I say that like if I was much older at the time, but I was like 19, 20, right, trying to figure out strategies for getting people to come back. And but I had the books, and what I would do is take the pictures of the people holding up their shirt and try to get their face, and stuff. And then their friends would come by, and they would see them getting like their friend in the book, and then there was that whole thing like, oh, I want that shirt like my friends, and then I would take their picture, and then they'd be like, can our pictures be together, like in the book, and I was like, yeah, sure, we could do that. So it was just that whole thing where it became like a social thing where people wanted to come up and check out the books. But then it led to people stealing them. So yeah, I used to have like an assistant. I always had like somebody kind of help me out, what I always called the shirt nurse, because I had them take orders like from the customer, like take t-shirt orders, and then they're in charge of the press at the same time. So anytime the press beeps and stuff, they got to move it. I'll put the shirt on the press and push it down, but most of the time he has to keep moving. And once we're busy, he's in charge of like swapping out to the next shirt, because the shirts stay on the board until it's time to go on the press. So it was that whole thing, and yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. If you get good at a market and stuff like that, and you get your exposure out there, get a long line of customers, right? Because that's how you get your word out, and then people start knowing you're there. And if you're reliable, so like even if you don't do very great, the first few weekends, but you keep going, then people start noticing that you're there, and then when they want something, then they'll be like, but that guy's over at the market, or this guy's over here, but you got to be consistent of where you're going to be at too. That's also a very big thing. So like here in Colorado, right, I've mentioned this before, but there's like 4 or 5 mics, bro, and one of them, again, that has only been described to me as some white guy, he's like all over the place, right? So people keep telling me they see him here, they see him there, and then they tell me they can't find him, and then and it's just like I don't know what to tell you. I am not that mic, but yeah, it's that whole thing where there's just so many mics, and I've been in the same place for quite a while now. Mike Learn has been in the same place for a while. Mike Learn has his own following. Like, he doesn't really need to be jamming up other people, but there is other people out there that have my same name and freaking do crap work, and then people come to me thinking I'm the guy. They'll be looking for him, and then they'll run across my website or my Google page or whatever. They'll find the address and stuff. They'll come here and they'll be like, haha, and then I answer the door and they're like, oh wait, you're not the mic. Yeah, I'm not that mic, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Your local groups will drag you if you don't deliver. Exactly, bro. Yeah. Definitely looking to full with Bardi art next year. Although I'm not a Norbo, I got into pet portraits, which is a great market. While I love some of the other pets are what I do for money. Yeah, pet portraits are fun. I don't know. I've been on that kick of like doing whatever the customer wanted. Right, so I didn't care. You want a rainbow pony? Like, I'll do a rainbow pony. I'll do the sickest rainbow pony. I'll do whatever you want. Right, and I think that stems from doing the t-shirts, right? Because people ask for off-the-wall stuff all the time. So, yeah. But, yeah, like I was saying earlier, I kind of want to stick to maybe pushing the quality and pushing the artwork and just seeing what happens. This next year, I'm not going to be as needy, as hungry, and it'll be nice to just take a little step back and focus on my art and try to grow it and really just push the quality. At the age of 34, my guy, I feel like that's quite an achievement. a lot of guys are starting artists until, well into their 40s and stuff, but I feel like we played our Rona cards pretty good. What's up, Dave? Oh my god, what's up, David Monig? My gosh, bro, I can't wait to meet you. And yeah, you're welcome. I'll be sharing out all your stuff anytime. So yeah, if you don't go follow Dave either, if you don't know who Dave is, first of all, shame on you. And then secondly, go follow him. And yeah, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't know who Dave is. Everybody knows who Dave is. But I know a lot of you in the chat have said that you guys don't know what the rendezvous is, so maybe a lot of you don't. So make sure you go and you follow Dave. Go and follow Coast Airbrush. And yeah, that's where I'm going to be in June. So where do I get my metal panels from? So around here, there's a place, I don't really know what it's called. Not to be honest with you, but it's kind of some kind of supply yard for metal. And they do like metal poles and big metal sheets. And what I've been doing is I went and just asked them if they could, some of the scraps and stuff, if it's like a little bit bigger than 12 by 18, if they could cut it to 12 by 18 or 12 by 24 if it's big enough, that I'd buy them off of them, because they don't get many people going in buying in little pieces. A lot of people go and buy big sheets and specific sizes. So you didn't start painting till 46, man. You only got 9 years to retire. That's cool. I started when I was 14, so it's been a while. And I don't plan to retire. I feel like to the day I die, I'm probably gonna be painting. Like that's just, I'm probably gonna be painting. I don't know how much money I'll be taking in or if I'm due for money at that point, but I'll definitely still be painting. I won't ever retire. I think that's just crazy talk. I say that now, right? And then when I'm freaking 50, I'll be like, I can't wait to retire. That's just my young person talking for sure. You got a lot of room and potential and many years. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully we grow it this year. Push out only level 10 stuff, And I'm excited to have Luminor in the house. Do some Luminor panels. I'm super jazzed about that, dude. Super. You were a plumber for 30 years before you messed up your back. That's rough, man. I have a wonky hip that messes with my back, so I feel you on that. My hip likes to pop out of place, so. And yeah, I don't know if whoever's watching on Facebook too, if you're Facebook is the culprit, I think. If you're watching over on Facebook, and you're like, who is he talking to? The show is live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time, so that's kind of where we're at. And there's people, the messages from YouTube for some reason don't get relayed to Facebook, but the Facebook ones get relayed to YouTube. I don't know. It's YouTube. YouTube just does stuff. You used old washing machine lids to make panels back in the day. So, see, well, I never used washing machine lids, but I did use toilet paper bowl covers. Toilet bowl covers. So you could buy the toilet bowl covers pretty cheap. And I used to use those and then try to sell them at the markets, and they usually sold pretty good. If you do like a little flame design on them, they sell pretty quick. Nowadays, with everybody has like plotters and stuff, you can put a nice design, like a Harley Davidson design, just a cutout or something. Probably make yourself some money. I know the Mile High Market has a thing with plagiarism too, though, so you got to be careful with selling too much stuff with logos and stuff. So be careful. I'm just all I'm gonna say. So it's not, if it's not like genuine Harley Davidson, you know, you might get in some trouble. That's what I'm saying. So compared to plumbing, even a bad day painting is awesome. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. What's up, James? How's it going? Dave Manning in the house. No, it's not Dave Manning. Are you? That is the worst butcher of a name, and you better say sorry. That's like somebody said, "Oh, it's ABC Airbrush in the house." I mean, you were pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah, I think that's right. I think so. Alright, so I'm focusing in on the shirt and the hat now, which are black. And we'll do those first. And yeah, I think that we're gonna probably get most of this character in today, and then yeah, I'll probably end up finishing the panel off on my own after that. Which will just be the lettering. Like always, if you want to check out these panels and you want to see kind of a more finished product, you know, follow me on social media and stuff, and you know, I'll be dropping some pictures on there and tagging the artist. That way you could also go follow the artist that this panel is for. Make sure you go and you follow them as well when I tag them. Check them out. You won't be disappointed. Bugs is an amazing artist, and yeah, he deserves more recognition than he gets. I feel like they hide him away in the lowrider section, you know, and it's just like, man, I know that that's what he does, you know, but he deserves more credit than just, oh, he's the lowrider painter. Like, nah. He's an amazing craftsman, and yeah. So I'm just gonna use black again on his shirt, and then I'm going to use that same gray that we have mixed to kind of shade it in when we're done, or like highlight it. You got it, Easy. You saved it. You good. Just going in with the black. Starting on the sleeve right here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to bring you guys like the Airbrush rendezvous experience kind of video. Like, I'm gonna try to get as much footage as I can, and then I'm gonna try to like ask as much questions and just try to show you guys kind of what you could expect if you go to the Airbrush rendezvous. You know, obviously they're all a little bit different. They're not all always gonna have the same instructors and stuff, but you'll have a good sense of like, look, I could have a good time. You know, they're gonna teach me this. It's in a professional setting, and you could have all that good, you know, just a little bit of extra confidence in putting your dollar in and going, because for sure it can be expensive, you know. And like all the reason I'm able to go this year is obviously because we did all the vehicles, so that, you know, that's one thing that did happen last year is because of the COVID, we were forced to be inside. Which led to me trying to figure ways of, you know, getting more work in. So I just kind of did a little more promoting of the vehicle side, and we were able to stay busy with that. And I was able to save up money, and that's where we're going. with our money. You know, want to get out of the house, go on vacation. So we're going to California, and I'm taking a class. And hopefully, when we come back, I can use some of those newfound skills to really, you know, get some new work and push it forward. Just keeping it pumping, keeping it moving. Yeah, I'm gonna try to show you guys what it's like. I don't know, I think the last Coast Airbrush tour video I've seen was kind of old. I don't know if anything's changed in there, but just bringing a fresh one in 4K, you know, for you guys to really see the inside of the showroom and everything like that. This would be pretty nice. And we're doing the shirt and the hat black. Are you going to the one in Texas? There's an Airbrush rendezvous in Texas? Or is that where the next Airbrush Art Circus is? I think the one I'm going to catch next is probably an Airbrush Art Circus. And then, yeah, we'll see what's up from there. But I don't know. It has to have a class that I'm interested in, obviously. Like, I'm really interested in the Luminor class, right? So I'm going to go take the Luminor class so I know how to do it. I can offer that. If they have some good airbrush instructors, I would definitely go. Like if they had a Drew Blair class or something like that, I would definitely make the trip. Just, you know, even though it's an airbrush class, I would still take it. A Steve Leahy class would would just be, yeah, that would just be next level, and I would probably take it just as a torture to myself, because yeah, you never know when those ultra tiny skills might come in handy. Oh, a little bit too heavy there, but we'll make it work. How many of you guys would take a Steve Leahy class? A Steve Leahy class. Each student gets 4 drops of paint. Yeah, exactly, bro. If you ask for an extra drop, you failed the class. Like, it's over. Just pack your bags and go home, guy. Not really though, but like that, yeah, like that would just imagine how crazy that would be. You know, I've been airbrushing for a long time, my guy, but I never ever crossed my mind to be like, I'm gonna do paintings on razor blades, or like just super tiny details. Never ever. But then I actually started hearing about Steve from customers. So I had customers start mentioning stuff about if I could make stuff like on their shift knobs and stuff, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, we could put like some lettering on there, maybe some. And they're like, no, like I want a portrait of my dog on my shift knob. And I was just like, where did you hear that? And they would say this guy Steve does portraits like all tiny and stuff, and he does them on razor blades. And I was just like, yeah, that's beyond me. That I haven't heard of that, and I don't know how to do that. Like, that's just too much. And they'd be like, oh, all right, well, I'll keep you in mind and come back. You know, I don't know if they ever got a hold of Steve or not, but I know I never heard back. But this is like that, you know. The mini prints on your car is awesome. Yeah. Alrighty, so we got the shirt in. I think we can unmask the shirt for now. So yeah, we're probably gonna be able to get all the colors in here, all the base, and then like I said, like I want to do the logo on his shirt and the lettering, but I'll probably come and finish that up tomorrow, um, all on my own. But then in a couple days we'll come back and we'll have the next panel already ready, which is it's ready already, and I think you guys are gonna like that panel. Okay. There's your tip for the next one. Okay, you're gonna like the next panel. Okay. Four drops will be gone flushing my gun. Yeah, exactly, dude. Oh my god. And then I think I'm gonna leave the panel that I'm doing for Dave. That'll be last. Um, just because it's still kind of fermenting in my head. I think that's the word. Yeah. It's still, I have this idea and I need to figure out the way of expressing it onto the paper. I think most of these other guys I've got it down. The one for Rob is probably going to be pretty cool. At least I think it's going to be cool. So yeah, I don't know if you know Rob Churchill or not, but he's from Texas. I'm from Texas. So yeah. Ooh, that looks nice. Actually, I don't know if he's originally from Texas, but I was listening to the. Okay, here's another thing too. If you don't follow the Gnarly magazine, also shame. So their latest podcast is an interview with Rob Churchill, and first off, I like his demeanor. Just by the way he talks, I like the way he talks. He's like a true Texas. But anyway, yeah, go watch that podcast, Gnarly Magazine, Gnarly Magazine Podcast .com, and that's where that podcast is at. And why is that camera like way out there in the no man's land? There you go. But if you go to Gnarly Magazine Podcast.com, you'll see it. They have interviews with artists there. He does some really nice podcasts. I believe his name is Nick. Nick. I don't remember your last name, Nick. But yeah, Nick does the interviews. Really cool. Real awesome. And yeah, listening to Rob talk on the podcast and what he was saying and stuff, and it was just like, yeah, I feel that, brother. But he's been to 16 airbrush action getaways, which I did not know. That's a lot of getaway action, bro. That's all the getaway action you'll ever need. Alright, so I think I want to leave all the white to the very end, right? So we could, kind of focus in this white and stuff here at the very end. This is blue. What color should I do his gun there? Should I make it kind of like chromed out or what? Gotta get this brush. So yeah. Alright, so we got the paintbrush taped out here. Let me tape out the spray gun. Then we can move on from there. A lot of these fill-ins are pretty, you know, basic and simple. Then as we move on to the white, it's really gonna it gets more complicated. So like, you know, especially like these hands here. The cuts are gonna become a little more complicated, and the shading, you know, we're just gonna have to lay the shading in a little more fine. We can't be as buck wild with it. Bugs is looking pretty badass. True bug style, make the gun carrot orange. Oh, bro. Yes, orange on this gun and orange on the handle of the pinstripe brush here. Very well. But yeah, I remember the first time I heard about bugs, and I believe it's an Impala. It's like an orange Impala or something out of Denver. And I ended up doing some work on the guy's door jambs and stuff. Ouch. But you know, just start talking about the car and who did what and what stuff, and just kept saying, Bugs did that, Bugs did that, Bugs did that. Who did this? Bugs did that. It's like, Bugs has done a lot. So that's why this was going to say Bugs did that. And hopefully he gets a kick out of it. Four drops goes a long way on a razor blade. Oh yeah, it definitely can. You guys, man. Oh man. Steve for sure has put some ideas out there, hasn't he? That just makes you change the way you think about airbrushing in general. Just watching Steve do those little tiny things. You know, what I'm doing right now with the masking tape and all this is essentially what Steve does, but Steve does it on a microscopic scale, bro. Because when you're watching Steve, right, he's like this, like that, and then he's doing this. He's showing you the tip of the blade. And look at my tip of my blade is already kind of jacked up. He'd have been like, no, that's not a good blade, you know. But this is how close he's airbrushing, right? And he's cutting stuff out like this. Like, we're gonna cut out a little tiny this piece. And it's just like, nah, bro. I don't know. I don't know if my hand is ready, man. And that's the thing about Steve, you know. It's like, it's so small. Like, putting it into perspective, you know, is... People don't realize, like, but that's what I focus on when I'm watching him paint, right? When you're watching him paint, just look at your regular airbrush needle, right? Like, look at it and look at how close you have to have it, right, to match when you're watching Steve and you're watching him and he's like this, and you can see that airbrush needle like right there, and then you just imagine how close you have to be if you wanted to be that camera, you know. It's intensive, bro. That's a little bit mind blowing. He definitely has put some ideas in my head that I wasn't sure, that I'm still not sure. But yeah. I'm glad though I was able to find Steve just through my own little research of like airbrushing on blades and stuff like that. And it wouldn't, like, Google would not give me anything for a long time, right? And then one day it linked me to a video that somebody has of him, and he's airbrushing or something. And but from there I was able to link off to, or like find like his name, and then I was able to go to his Facebook and find him and stuff. But it was like there was nothing. I could not find any information on Mr. Steve when I first started looking for him. So, alright, let me rinse out this airbrush. We'll put some orange. You think modifies his own needles? No, I don't think he does much. He has a video talking about polishing some needles and stuff to fight the dry tip and stuff, but he does mention in that video that most of, you know, the nicer, newer airbrushes don't really need that. And it's just sometimes you get a needle, you know, that's just needs some polishing. So I don't know. I'm not too familiar. I'll really get to ask him and pick his brain, hopefully a little bit. Hopefully, he agreed to do an interview, but hopefully we have time. I don't know. I just don't know what the schedule looks like. I know the classes run pretty much all day. And then after that, I really don't know what's happening most days or how long that lasts. And then, you know, I know he's probably going to be tired and stuff, so I don't want to impose. But if there's an opportunity or something, for sure, I'm going to try to get an interview for you guys. Like an in-person interview with him, so you guys could, you know, we could pick his brain a little bit. So he goes live in 30 minutes. Cool. I'll cut my stream off in the 30 minutes, so you guys can go and jump on him. I'm gonna probably go watch him too, and it's almost dinner time around here. A little bit of dinner. We're almost done anyway. We're almost at the home stretch. So, should I turn it into a two-parter? Should I come back and we'll finish it together, or should I just move on to the next one? You guys tell me. 'Cause if I go live tomorrow, it's gonna be early. Oh no, wait. Yeah, it'll be like around noon. Once I finish what I gotta do around noon, I could go live. But it won't be a very long stream anyways. We're just going to be putting in the lettering and stuff, and just some little small things, so. You watch everyone's videos. I'm just a noob. Was of his. He painted a 57 Chevy on a blade. Man, like, that's a hell of an introduction to airbrushing. Like, that's, you guys are spoiled. Every single one of you in the chat is spoiled. Yeah, I remember, you know, finding resources was hard at one point, so I'm gonna take my black here and I'm gonna over reduce it and create a really reduced black just to create some shading. And we're also gonna use this a little bit to create the dark tones on the shading on the white. We're gonna use the gray that we already have mixed, obviously, to create the initial shadow, and then we'll extend it just with a little bit of this reduced black. But the reason I need it right now is to add the shading and details inside the gun and the paintbrush. And then we can go on from there. Is he the only one that paints razors? Yeah. Yeah, as far as I know, if he's not the only one, he's the one that like thought of it, because yeah. It's the same for us. Usually I'm tossing dinner and when he goes live. Yeah. So my wife gets home. She just got home like maybe an hour ago. So she's decompressing from work. and stuff, and then I'll go out there. We'll go hang out on the porch for a little bit, and then we'll decide what we want to do for dinner, and kind of just at the end of the day. She started a crazy new schedule where she goes into work like super early, which of course means that I'm up super early. uh, but yeah, it's been leading to some super productive days because I'm out here early as balls. I've been able to watch some people's streams from like the East Coast that stream early. See, and I just want to create a little bit of shading and shadows on this orange right here. Using the orange. So she's up and out the door before 6 a.m. Yeah. Exactly. So it means I'm up and wandering the house and trying to figure out what to do at 6 a.m. So like today I had kind of a halfway sketch of the bugs, so I finished up my sketch and stuff, and I also, like, I'm a stay-at-home dad, right? So while she's at work, I watch Violet because of virtual school and stuff. So come out here, start cutting stencils, check the stencil orders for the day, do all that, and then get her into school, make breakfast, clean up the house a little bit, whatever's laying around or whatever. And then just keep working my way around. But yeah, I'll be out here really early sometimes. Seven in the morning, and I'm in the shop freaking wondering what I'm gonna paint or not paint. Today I also got the other candy panel that's gonna go alongside this panel. So this one's red candies, with the flake and everything. The one for Danny D is blue. So Danny D and Bugs, know each other pretty good, and they're kind of always, they're not always together, I want to say it like that, but they're always kind of paired up, and they do the same kind of stuff. So I just wanted to get them in there, and matching kind of yin yang panels, But see, we got all of that. The last color I need is the blue for the pants. And I'll tell you what, we'll finish up this. I know we still have good 30 minutes before it's Steve Leahy's time, so give myself another 20 minutes. Maybe we will get to the white and just start shading it in. But anyway, let's get the pants in real quick, or the shorts. Craig, he is 2 hours. Hey all, Mike, what you got started? What's up, Mini Penny, the R53? How's it going? So we're doing this panel for Bugs, the pinstripe artist. Obviously they call him Bugs, so we're doing a Bugs Bunny. He's holding a paint gun on one side, like an automotive paint gun, and then a pinstripe brush on the other hand. And then I do have a cutout for some lettering if and when we make it there. You guys never replied if I should go live tomorrow or not. I should probably just wait a day. We got all this in here today. We come back live on Wednesday, and we'll start the panel for Danny D. That one will be a little bit more freehand intensive. You know, so just a little bit more freehand intensive, just because of what it is. But you guys will see that once we get there on Wednesday. Yeah, so let me get some blue. Let's start off with the daylight blue. I love this daylight blue, not gonna lie. This color is like easily one of my, this and the limelight green. They're like colors that I've always needed in my life and never had. From the beginning, like, you're on the East Coast, W? Yeah. So Steve goes live at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I think that's 2 hours ahead of me. So at 4 p.m. here, he goes live, which is in 30 minutes. So at least that's what I'm understanding, unless I have that wrong. I think California is only 1 hour behind me. And then East Coast is 2 hours. Unless it's 1 hour both ways, in which case he's already live and we all fucked up. He might already all be live though. Oh man. Yeah, I'm so happy I built like all these shelves and stuff over here. This makes keeping stuff stored away like so nice. You know you're getting old when you're happy about cabinets and you're in Nashville Central Time, firing up the grill. Yeah, because it's like Mountain Time, then Central, then Eastern Time. Right? So it's like California Time, Mountain Time, then Central, then Eastern. Chicken and sirloins. Oh my god. Bro, you're gonna make me hungry. Chicken and sirloins too is fancy, bro. You're getting your grub on. I like it. In Nashville too? Do you have a special way of cooking your chicken and your steak? Is there like a Nashville like recipe or no? You know, like in Texas they're all about their barbecue, bro, like barbecue sauce and stuff like that. Alright. Steak's crazy high right now, so do a mix. Nice, nice. Are you having company over? Is that why you cooking, or just for you and the wives? There is a Nashville hot chicken, but I don't roll it that way. Hot chicken sounds good. I don't even know what it is, but just having the word hot in it, I'm already excited. You got to be organized too. Yeah, yeah. That's also like one of the big reasons of airbrushing vehicles. It's just I don't have the space for supplies and everything, bro. It's so much stuff. I just like to eat. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I like to eat. Me and you get along just fine. Actually, that might be bad. Because I've been trying to work out these Rona pounds, and unsuccessfully, I might add. So, yeah. Having another eating buddy nearby might not really help my situation. So I'm gonna try to make it look like his pants is like pressed up. His jean shorts here have to have that crease going across the front, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Just to have that old school feel. Just a little bit of shading goes a long way. This one here. Gave up junk food, so you cook everything now. Taco truck and margaritas. Oh my gosh. Oh, what did I miss about Dennis? Pot roast with carrots and corn and garlic. Alright. Sounds good. Alright, so I'm just gonna use a little tiny bit of this reduced black just to bring down some of these shades off the shirt. Just a little bit. Last but not least, just a little bit right off of there, and then just a tad bit right here in between the legs. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, so I think all we have left now is the white to really focus and base in. Everything else is pretty much there. There we go. Is it starting to look like something yet? No? There you go. I'm so tempted to just unmask it. It's like so... I hate waiting. I hate waiting. Alright, so let's start off with the feet down here, right? Which is the easiest shading we gotta do is just shade in this feet. Again, I'm just gonna take some of this black and actually some of this gray that I've been using. And actually, I'm just gonna take some of this daylight blue here. Dump a little bit of this out. I'm just gonna tint this down, or up actually, with a little bit of daylight blue, just so all the shading kind of over the white will have a nice like blue tone to it. And all I need is just like couple drops. We don't really want to change it to a blue. We just want to tone the gray. And I'm gonna add a reducer in so that it makes it flow out real nice. And then we're gonna shake it up. We're gonna shake it up. We're gonna rock it up. And we're gonna roll tonight. A roach coach. Taco trucks are good, delicious though, man. Oh my god, taco trucks are always so good. It's hard to not get satisfied in a taco truck. A good taco truck, anyway. A good one. I don't want somebody to come in like, nah, man, the taco truck's around my town. Like, oh no, no, I don't want to hear the. Don't tell me the horror stories. All right. All right. See, now we got like a nice icy gray. Ugh. Little icy gray. That taco truck had to have sold thousands of gallons of margaritas. 20 margaritas that week. You didn't read the carrots part. 20 margaritas. Like, did they not have beer or anything else? Were the margaritas just that good? If the margaritas were just that good, it's like I might have been having some margaritas too. What's up, Air Todd? 2 a day. They did? So the margaritas were just that good, huh? There's some pretty good margaritas. You know what's one thing? 5 days, Todd, yeah. They were 20-ounce margaritas. Oh, that's a big margarita. All right, we're talking we're talking big boy margaritas. Somebody was trying to put you guys down. This is starting to sound like tranquilizer darts. He's making you thirsty. I know. Like, I'm sitting here looking at the water bottle, but it's like, water's not gonna cut it right now. This man is talking about margaritas. Chad Kidder told you he drank 6 on setup day. Dang, bro! You guys are going hard at the Temco takeover. Yeah, I might take. They do those yearly, right? The takeover. So I might do that next year. It's gonna be harder to convince the wife to go somewhere where there ain't gonna be much for her to do, as opposed to like California, which all I had to do was mention it, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm good, I'm going." It's like, all right. So yeah, that's the whole thing. And she is for sure gonna want to go everywhere I go. So I also want to take Violet everywhere with me because I want her to travel and stuff. All I'm doing is just a little bit of that shading right there on there. Then we're going to just kind of start building it up. Let's move the camera here. They're going to do it yearly. Cool. The Tamco takeover. So, man, it's an amazing time to honestly get into airbrushing, because there is so many events and ways to learn. Like, not just YouTube, but there's like lots of artists out there teaching, and there's just like lots of events like this. So we're talking about the Tamco Takeover, which you could just type it into Google, Tamco Takeover. But that's where Leon was at, Leon Artistry, there in the chat. If you're not subscribed to him, make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. But he was out there, and it's a big painting event. And all the events are kind of run a little bit differently, so that's what makes the Tamco Takeover kind of cool, is the way they run it is so that you just pay a flat rate to get into the event, and then you could kind of just go and join whichever area you kind of want to be in. At least that's kind of what I understand, right, Leon? And then yeah, so and then it lasts 5 days, he said. So you have 5 days to hands-on with, like, you know, all the artists. So if like one day you want to take an airbrush course, and then the next day, you know, you finished your airbrush project and you want to get a little pinstriping in, like, you can. Like, so that's just a different way of running a program. The art circus is a little bit more focused, and then even more focused than that, I think, is the rendezvous, where it's really just, you know, more class oriented, and it's kind of like going to school. Where the Tamco Takeover is kind of more like just a friendly get together, is kind of what it sounds like. So if you sucked at painting, they made it worth it. Like, you knew what you were doing. I was good before I drank. 4 days of total classes. Last day is kind of free for all. 2 days of pinstriping, and then just floating around. Yeah, that sounds cool. And then, like, you also, it's like the whole experience too of like hanging out with all those guys and all the artists too. Like, you always got to toss that into the events too, because, like, even if I'm at an event, right, you got to take that into consideration. Like, if it's a thing that you want to meet me or something, you know, then it's like, oh yeah, he's gonna be there and he's gonna be there, and even if I'm not there, like, maybe they have some other special artist or whoever, you know, show up, and you know, so you get those experiences that you don't get, you know, online when you go to take a class. So I've always said it, and I'll continue to say it. It's like, yeah, the YouTube channel is great, and for sure I try to provide you guys as much information as I can and try to be as thorough and everything, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. Like, I don't know the way you spray at home. I don't know the way that you're gonna do it. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of variables when it comes to painting. So all I know is that if you follow my steps, you might get something that's close to what I was doing, you know. But I can't say that for everything, because, you know, there's certain things that you're gonna do. You're gonna want to do it different, and then yeah. And people lie, man. People lie, like, too much. I've had people just lie to me blatantly to my face about stuff they've done. Is there a money area, like meeting clients? I'll check the video. Meeting clients. Your pinstriping was pretty rough. The experience is a huge part of it, yeah. Yeah, so for sure, like, if you ever get a chance to take a class, whether it's at Coast Airbrush, whether it's with the Tamco Takeover people, you know, or anybody, I would definitely recommend taking a class. There's nothing like hands-on experience. So, and it's something that I never had a chance to do, right? So definitely, if you have a chance, I would recommend it. Not up until now, you know. Now I have a chance to go and do it, so I'm gonna go and do it. I have sprayed of all of a couple minutes, but I was a gouache painter before, and everyone always asks if it's airbrush. Yeah. If I go one of these, it would suck. I don't drink. Yeah, I don't drink either, so yeah. but I know how to have fun. Like, and when people are drunk, people are definitely way more fun than when they're not. Usually, people are more fun when they're drunk than when they're not. So you just got to make the most of it, man. You should be used to that by now if you don't drink. I don't drink like heavy like that. Like, there's no way I'd get through 6 drinks in one day. 20 drinks in a week, like, probably not, because after the first day I'd probably wake up feeling all shitty, you know, and I'd be like, I'm not drinking today, fuck that. It'd just be that'd be the end of it, you know. So yeah. Artem drove the RV up. Oh, you got to meet Artem? Nice. Oh yeah, that's right. I seen your picture. His wife jumped in like 3 separate classes. His wife's really nice. When they were here, when they came to visit, Violet was sick. Violet had like a bad stomach, something. So Violet wasn't able to hang out with them and stuff, but Artem's wife, Alina, I think is her name, Alina, or Elena, she was giving me tips and tricks on, like, you know, maybe you should, you know, do this, or like feed her this, or, you know, you might go away. So she was a really nice person. She was genuinely concerned about Violet and stuff, so I could appreciate that. You know, while Artem's running around with the camera, kind of filming, she was just, you know, having a real conversation with me, which is something that, yeah, I could totally appreciate. Alrighty. Let's see, I think we have the spray gun finished. Actually, wait, let me just... I'm just gonna do this, and then I'll unmask it and show you guys. And then I think we're gonna call it there, because Steve is gonna go live here in about 10 minutes, if he's not live already. So we could all shift over to Steve and see what he got for us today. He had something about skulls, so I know you guys want to go watch the skulls. I want to watch the skulls. Why lie? You know, part of me wants to be over there watching him. So yeah, we got the gun all finished up in there. Gonna unmask this. Yeah, you know what? I'll go live tomorrow. We'll finish this up tomorrow around noon. I have some other stuff I could finish up in the morning anyway. And then we'll go live around noon. We'll finish it up together. We'll finish up the white. Get all the shading in on the white areas, as well as get the lettering in. This anymore. Yeah, just take that out. So there we go. See, and there you get a look at the whole panel. And then we have our lettering right here where it says Bugs did that. That'll go up here across the top right here. Bugs did that, and we'll do a drop shadow on the lettering. And then I'm probably also going to use the same little cutout right here. And we're just going to use a little bit of a black candy, and we'll put a drop shadow on Bugs. Also kind of dropping off to the one side there. And yeah, it'll be done. So So there you go. That's as far as we made it today. Come back tomorrow. Like I said, we'll shade in all the rest of the white here on this face, on his hands. We'll get the lettering in. We'll put the drop shadows in, and it'll be ready for even more clear. This panel has already it has the clear with the flake, and then I candied it, which all that's pretty much clear, and then I laid a layer of clear over that, and then we're gonna finish up this artwork and then more clear. So yeah. Throw the stakes on and throw on Mr. Steve's feed. Right on, right on. Thanks for hanging out, Leon. I do speak drunkenness. I'm in English. Right on, Airtod. Right on. Thank you, Blue Bayou. Thank you, Mini Penny, for hanging out. What's up, Wicked Insanity? How's it going? What's up, Remarkable? Thank you, sir. Thank you guys all for dropping in. Dennis, who else dropped in today? It's hard to remember everybody. Steve dropped by. We had Dave Monig drop by. Again, if you don't follow me over on social media, make sure you follow me on social media so you can, when I post this picture, I'm also tagged the artist that it's for, so you can go and make sure you follow him. So yeah, like I said, he's kind of hidden away in the little lowrider circles, you know, but I feel like he deserves a little more credit. He's a really good painter and stuff. So what's up, 50 Nuts? And yeah, Israel, thank you for hanging out. Yep, you were here as well. What's up, Randy Jones? So yeah, thank you guys all for hanging out. I'll jump off now and go get myself some food, pop on Mr. Steve Leahy, and enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope you guys all do the same. We'll see you guys in the next video. Probably tomorrow, like I said. We'll go live tomorrow and finish it up. And that way you guys have a whole complete thing. So have a good one, guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, before I go, remind you guys, all the stencils right now, go to Mike's Brush. All the stencils, you get 15% off if you use the code YouTube, all one word, YouTube. And we've all switched to the 6mm, so they're thicker than ever. They're nice. It's a nice thick material. Like this is it right here. Like yeah, you can't rip it. It's like nice thick stuff. So if you take care of it, it'll last you forever. They're washable. They're chemical safe, so you could use them, you know, with all your other paints and stuff. So yeah, anyway, that's all I got for you guys today, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Later, everybody. Go enjoy Steve's feed.